Video. Like, people deserve to know the truth, okay?
Say he do what now?
And, JP Miller's basically like, well, look, my attorney's kind of giving me the green light. There's ongoing defamation cases. And, like, people deserve to know the truth, okay? We need to get into the truth. So, interestingly, has these defamation cases. You will hear Robbie Harvey's name dropped by him numerous times during this video, okay? So, he has kind of gone back and forth with creators and created content back and forth, and so it's very out there.
Why don't you go ahead and give Robbie Harvey a call, JP, and sit down with him and do an interview. Now, you done your little... Yeah. We need you to interview Robbie Harvey. Okay, go and step your game up. You might as well. You plan it. Step it up. Okay? Sit your butt down with somebody who not going to just sit there and let you say and do what you want. So, have a real man-to-man conversation like you couldn't have in person, face-to-face with DJ. Okay?
Before we dive in, I want to take another clip of just quickly some of his behavior or whatever, just so we can all get on the same page. And yeah, so let's start off with a little bit of a I can't roll my eyes hard enough clip.
And
I'm in that club.
Assessment. Do you miss her? Yes, sir.
Drink it from the damn cupboard. Drink it from the damn cupboard on that. One thing that JP is very well known for is obviously being traumatic. Being able to cry on command and just it summon this damn devil, if you ask me. Out of the blue. It's impressive. I'll say that. Lord, if I could do that, I'd be in Hollywood right now. I'd be a movie star. Okay, now let's do this. Let's get into the clips. Let's hear what he has to say about, why now? What are you coming out with all this for now, okay? Now, when asked, did he see this coming? Was there a pattern or whatever? He uses this to very quickly pat himself on the back and to bash her family. So let's hear what he has to say.
She always remained okay with me. She was on her meds with me. She was healthy and happy. And even if she did get low or stop taking her medicine, I would help her get back on it, and things would be fine without me and with her family. She's off meds, and she committed...
Okay, so this is a very common theme that we see throughout this interview is one narrative to take from this is he blames her family, okay, 100%. Like, he blames her family for this. They turn their back on him or her and whatnot. Now, again, these are my words, not JP's, okay? But this is just kind of what I took from it. Now, yeah. The other thing about it is how much he likes to pat himself on the back for this. Now, was I there for their relationship? Absolutely not, right? I wasn't there, so who am I, right? But a guy with a camera here and the sofa behind me, okay? However, if you've dealt with certain personality types in your lifetime before, you'll know that one of the trademarks is them being the martyr for everything. I've done so much for you. I did this. I did that. Blah, 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 blah. And this just feels like that to me. Now, he'll continue going on about all the measures that he took, all the things that he did, and he'll say that he hasn't really even accepted it yet. Now, when asked what was going on about their marriage, like in their marriage during the time, he'll say that they weren't really talking, they hadn't really seen each other, but at one point she does come over, and let's listen to what he has to say.
And we hugged and kissed, and she was in and out of psychotic...
And the sister already said that's incorrect. Remember, he said he laid with Mike in the morgue for 4 days. Okay. And now he come back and when asked that question directly again, he says, no, I was over there in the corner like a little bitch like they said I was. Paraphrasing. But notice one thing about JP. He likes to use specific numbers. And when you see him use a specific number, he's going to generally stay with that theme. Like, say, for instance, 4 hours, 4 days, 350, lots of threes. Okay? Even when he asked DJ, how long did you kiss my wife? Was it 30 minutes? Bitch, do you know how long 30 minutes is? I mean, there's nothing sweeter than a long, intimate kiss. But 30 minutes is too much. Okay, by 30 minutes, we should be doing something else. Okay, reading the Bible. All right?
Conversation, she would say, one thing about double agents that are following her. That was one of the phrases she would use when she was off her meds, double agents. The other phrase she would say, she wants to come home so bad, but her family won't let her. She told me she wanted to live in Africa and asked me if I'd live with her. I said, sure, if you take your medicine, And so she told me if I'd give her some money and if I would write her a letter saying certain things in this letter that she would take her medicine. And so I tried that, and But she desperately wanted to come home. She was just so afraid her family would disown her.
Okay, so again, hard hitting on it's the family, right? Okay, secondly, when he's talking about that letter, he'll answer to this later because what he's referring to is the letter that he wrote, essentially taking ownership of having done some of the allegations that she said that he did. So now he's trying to basically be like, I did that to make her take her meds. Everything is about making her take her meds, this and the other. What this feels like overall to me is a PR crisis moment it is one and happening, but also like you're working with the PR team and they're like, this is what you have to do to like get the narrative back in your court. Although I don't think it really works.
Observation, this guy loves his dog, okay? He got a pillow to the left of him, a pillow behind him, or a blanket with the dog on it. He has a portrait of the dog, center, and he has a portrait of him holding the dog. That's cute.
In that way. Now, also, he'll say during the week that she passed, he sent several emails asking, saying, I love you, please take your meds. Now, he'll also say that she lost 40 pounds in a month as well. And he'll say that no one was taking care of her, right? That nobody was out there to look out for her, and only him. But remember, when she's not with him, this is what happens. Now, he'll go on to...
Somebody in the comment section say, we see you laying in the grass when we saw you. Laying in the grass, talking about the ants preventing you from going to heaven, JP.
Talk about the videos that she was putting online and how awful
ants, y'all. Ants. Invisible ants at that.
she seemed. Some of those that we saw and whatnot. And also the little thing about Africa where they're wanting to go and do, work down there and whatnot. He's spinning it like it was a psychosis thing. But if you read like the letters and like the way at least I see her side of it, it didn't seem that way at all. It just seemed like somebody who wanted to go do their work down there, you know what I mean, like the church's work or whatever. So this spin that he's taking of this was a being off med thing is very interesting, but let's watch that next clip.
But if one of her family members or friends had taken note of the way she was acting and seen what was happening to her physically and taken her to just one professional, they could have saved her life.
Wow. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Imagine being the family and hearing this over and over and over of it's your fault. The reason why she did this to herself is your fault. Okay? Yikes. Can you imagine? Now let's start getting into the alibi.
Where were you when Micah died?
It was on a Saturday. I was in Charleston with about 100 people from my kids' school.
What was it?
Oh, soccer. It was a soccer tournament.
Okay, so...
Okay, I ain't no body language expert, but I would love for one of these places, again, that channel with the 4 dudes or something like that. I can't remember how many people, Hidden True Crime. I'm not trying to say Hidden True.
I am trying to get people to go and flood the comment sections so that we can get this guy's attention and, he can do the analysis on JP. We pretty much got JP down pat, but this is what he does. So he definitely is bound to point out something or another. Oh, that reminds me. I got another one I want to go over with y'all too.
How's body language, but I know they do the psychological viewpoint of this. I want someone to tear apart this interview and have some damn credentials up in here. That's what I'm getting at, people, okay? So, because this is what I'm talking about, okay? Like, pretend that you're me watching, like, when he started doing this, it was a soccer game. Oh, yep, 100 people there. Immediately goes into, and this could be, here's the thing. He has, pardon me, that's my shoe there. He has this rock solid alibi, right? He's at the thing, he's with this girl. We'll talk about her in a second. So he's got that on lockdown, but he's so nervous acting about it. But I almost argue to say he's always nervous acting, always squirrely acting. I'm just going to refer back to my notes here. And, they'll talk about Micah's last day. He asked JP to explain his whereabouts of that last day. And when he does this, JP's almost like, oh, you want me to go further? Oh, that's right, because there's people that think that I was not there. But, okay, yeah. And you're just like... He kind of laughs it off a little bit. And I get there's 2 sides to every story, right? And so his side might be, look, I was not there. I personally do not think that he was. I think he was whatever he was doing, right? I still have opinions about other aspects of it. But, the aspect of, like, was he physically there or not? I feel like he's proved that.
Afterwards, after the soccer game, I was...
Why do you feel like he's proved that? You shouldn't feel no way. Because JP hasn't presented us with any proof. But do you think he... proved it? How? Can you be more specific? Because reading your mouth ain't proving nothing. Okay. JP ain't came forward with no concrete evidence about where he was.
Somebody was with me the entire time, who I can't name due to legal purposes, but I will say it's somebody that I love more than anything else on planet Earth.
Man or woman?
Young person that I cannot name due to legal purposes, but somebody that I am responsible for and love very, very much. And that person was with me, and we went shopping in Charleston, and we got food in Charleston.